Hey, what's going on out there? I don't know if anybody can see us or not. Uh, but anyway, we got anybody on or not? Let's see. I gotta figure out what I gotta do here. Invite. Um, okay. Email. Back. Hey, I'm back. I got off there somehow. Didn't know how I got off. So anyway, John, let me turn this down. I got off there somehow. Didn't know how. Oh man, that's irritating. Hey, how's everybody doing? I got to fix this, set this up before we get to the regular chat. I can't stand that live chat or whatever it is. Won't tell you who's on who's talking to you. Let's see here. We got two people on here. Hey, everybody. Can't see nobody's comments yet. It's probably because I do not know what I'm doing. Learning. Let's see here. There, Voon Child. Hey, Voon Child. How are you doing? Good to see you. And it's got you on both. Which one's better to get on, Voon? Is it live chat or top chat? I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm doing good. I mean, I'm still banged up pretty good. But I'm doing pretty good. We decided this week to do a live. I think live. Yeah, that's what I got it on too. We decided this week to do a live instead of doing a weekly update. We're going to do a live weekly update, and John should be on any minute so we can find out who John is, because I think there's something up with John. I think there's things he's hiding. I think he's hiding it from people, and we're going to get to the truth about what's going on with John. And then we're going to do the same thing with Mark next week. And the reason everybody I know always says, well, you do a lot of focus on John and Mark. Well, the original fight started with John and Mark, and it stems from John and Mark. And if you take John and Mark out of the equation, there is no real fight going on. There is, but there's not a whole bunch of it. But yeah, it's going to be super cool, I think. We got 3 people on here, and I don't know who's on here. Hey, Voon, I'm going to get my email address. Can you get it off of our page when you get a minute, and do me a big favor if you don't mind? You make smoothies a lot, don't you? Or do you know how to make smoothies? I think you do. Because I don't want to make a smoothie and then gain weight from it. But I remember Mickey Bell Roberts. He sometimes, I thought you did. I've seen you make them before. Do you got any kind of recipes for them, or do you know what I can eat keto? Or that you might could email me something like that, because I'm gonna go on that 10-day smoothie fast. And Mickey Bell Roberts said he lost 12 or 14 pounds in 10 days, and so I'm gonna try. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to do that a little bit, and maybe I'll get skinnier than I am now. I need to shrink. And, one one thing that keeps sticking in my head is words from the Bible. John the Baptist said about Jesus, he said, I must decrease so that he can increase. And I thought that's pretty cool. That's what I need to do. I need to decrease so that he can increase. And, more than just decrease about me and it being all about me, but you have all kinds of recipes. Voon, I would sure appreciate that. Thank you so much, because I'm going to have to do 10 days without it. And what I was thinking was, my daddy always said I could tear up an anvil with a plastic spoon. And I think he's right. So what I don't want to do is get on a diet and lose weight. Hey, we got 6 people on here. I don't know who they are, but I don't want to get on a diet and gain weight. Used to juice fast for 11 days. You didn't chew anything at all. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome, Voon. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I can do that. I can do that. This falling off the ladder thing really, and for anybody who's wondering, I'm doing a lot better. I took a pretty good hit off that ladder. You can, well, hold on. I'll just show it to you. It's pretty good. I got to go see an orthopedic to get something done with it. Let's see here. Ow. I don't know if you can tell the size of it right there, how swollen it is. And I don't know if you can see, but I don't know if I can even do this. I'll try to. You see that bruise down through there where the bone is? Anyway, that was pretty tough little fall I took. Hey, Gail Southern Living, how are you doing? I do not know where John is. I need to call him and find out where John is. Hey, Beanie, how are you? I think I may have told John I was going to do this before. I may have. I thought I told him 3:30. Pretty sure I told him 3:30. Yeah, it was bad, Gail. It was a pretty good hit. We got 5 on here. I don't know who all was on here, but thank y'all for watching. There you go, Will It Go. Look in your email. You got a link to get on here. See if you got one. Wondering, Wiley, how are you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, it was a pretty good little nosedive I did. But yeah, I got your link. I got your link on there, John, to come on up to where you can tell everybody what's going on. Pro Carry Trucker. Hey, we like you listening, Pro Carry Trucker. That is awesome. Hey, man, I bought a little Ruger that you would like, Pro Carry Trucker. It's a cool little 9mm, about like that G2, but it's Ruger's version of it. Nice little gun. I like it. But anyway, wondering, Wiley and Boone just saying hello. Gail, how are you doing this afternoon? Are you having a good afternoon? A good Saturday afternoon? Man, I'll tell you what, I just got this thing thrown up. John told me, we talked on the phone before we got up, and John said, I was trying to read it, but John said, man, put it on up there first where people can get a chance to watch it and get it on up there. I started to do it, and then I got off the phone with John, and sure as the world, I forgot about some things. I forgot I was supposed to fix the sink that broke last night. And I forgot I was supposed to fix the dogs. You know, that building we moved in the backyard for the dogs, the treehouse. If any of y'all didn't see that, and the dogs got the treehouse. And anyway, this became Kaylee's new house. We joke about this being Tina's shed, but this is really Kaylee's house. Anyway, that thing's leaking, so I've got to get that roof fixed. And I got to do all of it with one arm, so that's going to be a bunch of fun. So anyway, I had a minute or two. I had to feed the dogs, and I couldn't just go straight to the video like I wanted to. Hey, John, do you see where your link is? If you don't, I'll just post one in the chat. I can post one right in the chat if it didn't come to you. Oh, there you are, John. We're going to post one in the chat in a minute anyway. Let me bring John up. Hello, John.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. I can't hardly hear you, though. Let me see if it's my volume or can everybody hear John well?
Can you hear me well?
Let me turn my volume up. Keep talking, John.
Keep talking, John.
There you go. I can hear you good.
There you
Just
go.
testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. That's what you. I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're doing a Shed Wars. Who's who in
Who's
Shed Wars?
who?
Who are you in Shed Wars? Okay, John. For those that don't know, give your side of the story of why Shed Wars started.
Okay, before you get going, let me see the comments
Come on.
here. Okay.
Hey, before we get going, can Kaylee say hey?
Hi,
Come on
Kaylee.
over.
Hi, Kaylee. How are you?
Boone's
Nice
on
to
there.
know you. Yeah,
Ventures in New Hampshire's on there. Haven Ventures in New Hampshire. Gail Southern Living.
Child. Hi, Boone. So let me
Yeah, a
say
lot of
hello to
people.
who's here. Gail Southern Living. Who else is on here?
Yeah, there's a
Uh,
lot of people.
a
Hey,
lot of
everybody,
people.
glad to have y'all on.
Pro, I can't pronounce that. Procari
I can't.
Trucker. Procari Trucker.
Pro Carry
Nice to.
Trucker. Yeah, that's Pro Carry Trucker. If you aren't subscribed to him, John, you need to. He's a great channel.
I will definitely be looking into that as soon as this
He
live is
teaches a
done.
lot of history stuff, and he's really good. Bye,
Oh,
Kaylee.
I love history.
But yeah, a bunch of stuff about your rights and stuff. He teaches all. Okay, we got one more real quick first. Come here. Come here. Say hey.
Hello,
This is Beanie.
hello, hello, Beanie.
Okay, she's gone now.
She's a
She's
sweetheart.
quick. She doesn't waste any time. But
She's a sweetheart.
I don't know if you saw that a minute ago. Did you see my kind of swollen? I don't know if you can see it.
My
Really?
God, friend, you got some big hands.
Well, you can tell the difference in them.
Oh
This one's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
that's a huge difference.
Yeah, that's definitely swollen.
Yeah, I messed that one up. But anyway, let's go ahead and tell John why did Shed War start from your point of view? Hey, Andy.
ShedWars started from my point of view. Basically, was I was new to YouTubing. This is like back in March, and I subscribed to what is now known as a woodchuck, which is Mark.
Yeah.
And I was watching his videos, and he's blah, 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 blah. And then his shed happens to be a mess. Like it's a really bad mess, and my shed is even worse than his. So I decided to call my shed Mark's shed. And excuse me, he took some kind of offense to that, and he decided to come out with this challenging me, to a shed wars that he can grow more food than I can, which he can't. He just can't. Uh, and that's
So
basically.
Mark actually started Shed Wars.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay.
He challenged
He did a
me.
good thing with that. He did a good thing with that.
He did. All the credit goes to him as he put his ugly face on camera and simply said, John Willie Grove, I challenge you to a shed war, which at the moment it didn't make sense to name like a shed war. What's that got to do with growing food? But it took off from there. And here we are
The gauntlet was
today.
thrown down at that point.
At that point is, I didn't he obviously didn't know who he was messing with. I think is
Uh,
what it is. He found
well,
out the hard way.
we've had I'll tell you what, Shed Wars has been awesome because we've had a great year. I mean, we've learned a lot.
Yes, you have.
I'd like whoever's watching that have participated in Shed Wars. I see Cabin Creek out there in Boone, and anybody who's participated in Shed Wars, and a lot of people that's watched. Y'all really taught me a lot. I
Yes.
mean, a lot. I mean, I knew absolutely nothing. Mark thought I was messing with him when I told him. I said, I thought you just you dug a hole and throw the seed in it, and then 6 months later you come back and got some cantaloupe. And he said, you gotta be kidding. You didn't think that. And I said, yeah. And that's what Tina thought. But we're growing food. We're actually growing up. We're eating off of our garden.
I mean, Frank, when it comes to inspirations, there's like, just for an example, there's two people that I would love to shout out. And one of them is your wife, Tina, Colette Fry.
Well, thank
She
you for
has
that.
she has done a fantastic job at, you know, because when I first met you, Colette wasn't growing a garden. She got inspired to do so, and through everybody in ShedWars giving tips and all this stuff, she actually harvested food for you guys, and that is awesome. The
Yeah,
other one too that doesn't get mentioned enough, but she's always in my mind, and Elizabeth Patton.
yeah,
She Now that is a true inspiration. And if you guys don't know who Elizabeth Patton, am I saying that right?
yeah.
Patton?
You talk about Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yes.
She's disabled, but she gardens.
Disabled, but she
Yeah,
gardens. That right there totally satisfies me, win or lose.
yeah,
Is the inspiration, that woman, to get out on a wheelchair, her and her husband, and actually grow a garden like they do, and it's fantastic. That's what Shed Wars is about. And of course, it's about the other things are just for entertainment. That's all. It's a like a fill in between. Like later on, we're gonna get into who's crying and who's not crying, because let me tell you something. There's some people that are crying, and I will address you.
yeah. I've learned so much too, Boone. I really have. I've now Boone is a first time garden too, and
And
she's
Boone
done.
as well.
She's a
Yeah,
rock star.
Boone is
I'll tell you what, the
fantastic.
women have. I mean, no offense on Cabin Creek out there, but his wife's involved in it too. Um, but the women, I think, my opinion is this year in Shed Wars, who has really impressed me is the women, because look at Balsam Acres,
Yep,
how much food they produce.
that's
Look
right.
at Boone, how much food
Boone.
they produce. Look at
Hey, Patriot
look at
Farm.
Patriot Farm. Yeah, how much food they produce. Look at Go Go Mama, how much food she produces.
Oh,
I
go
mean,
go
that's her and
mama.
Big Daddy both. That's both of them. But she, he works for the railroad, so he's not at home all the time to do the weekly garden stuff. I mean, he would be, and he could probably do it just as good. But there's so many, and the same with Patriot Farm. Her husband was off at fighting for our country, taking care of our country, and he was deployed, and she got all that done. So, and Boone's husband the same way. Man, Boone, that table he built for y'all, man, that was incredible. Did you see that, John?
Yeah, I
That
did.
garden table her
Yeah,
husband built,
yeah, yeah.
man. That desk garden there, man, that was awesome. That was absolutely awesome. So,
That is
we've
it.
got people behind the scenes a lot of times, but I think the women in Shed Wars have just been rock stars this year. And
And
Tina has.
yeah, Tina, your wife Tina has been fantastic. Trace Family Homestead, Amy Poland,
Ray's family, Amy has done just a tremendous job.
she has done a fantastic job. The women, even Jessica Woodchuck, she has
Yeah,
been phenomenal. She has
she's been.
been fantastic. I mean, did you see the garden that she grew this year? She did a
Yeah.
fantastic job. You know, while Mark is riding around in a pony or a donkey around the country, she did a fantastic job.
Well,
So Jessica Woodchuck, fantastic job.
hey,
Even
Adventures in New
Beth,
Hampshire, how are y'all?
and we cannot forget Beth from Smooth Jaws, uh, Jules Small Gardening. Beth has done a fantastic job cooking up all of that delicious food from their garden.
He has. He's done a excellent job. Well, hey, I don't mean
Well,
to.
I was actually talking about the women, not the albino beaver. I was talking about Beth.
Well,
Remember that?
now what I want to do, I want to. A lot of people this year have gotten some things. Um, I think a lot of people thinks we're a lot more serious than we are. They don't realize that we're all in the same community together. That we all care about one another. Let's see here what Pro Care Trucker says. Got to run, catch you. Full stream later. Yeah, thank you, Pro Care Trucker. Sure do appreciate you stopping by. But
Thank you for coming
yeah,
by.
you have a good day and be careful out there. But what I was going to say is, John, your particular style of shouting people out is different than a lot of people.
Yes,
Your way of saying, "Hey, I love you and I care about you and I think you're awesome," is different than a lot of people.
it is.
Like you call Jules, you like Jules, right?
I love you. He's
But if
fantastic.
you didn't love him, you wouldn't call him an albino beaver, would you?
If I didn't like him, I wouldn't talk about him, period.
That's it. If you didn't like me, you wouldn't call me Frankie Chubbs or
Nope,
Frankosaurus.
nope.
You would.
I wouldn't even be subscribed to you. I wouldn't even mention you at all. The reason
Hey,
why I
Lala.
love you, the reason why I speak about you is because I like you. Like
Yeah,
Boone. I pick on Boone. I got a lot of heat for picking on Boone, and I'm like, oh my god, but
Boone's a sweetheart's what it is.
yeah,
She's real nice.
I know she's a sweetheart. You know, she's my
But you
secret
weren't being
girl.
mean to her. You were saying he was actually giving her a big compliment.
Yes.
He was saying that she tricked him by getting him to grow radishes by making radishes look so
And
good
I
and
don't
taste
even
so
eat
good.
radishes, but now I'm growing them just to replace them as a potato because she said
Yeah,
they taste like potatoes if you do this, this, and this. So now I'm growing radishes and I don't even eat them. So
yeah. We're
now
growing
I'm
radishes
interested.
this year. Actually, we're growing radishes this year because of Boone. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, Cabin Creek, I'm probably, if y'all still on here,
Like
we're
Cabin Creek
probably going to do bees next year.
is Bobby Beehead here? Is that Beehead
He
here?
was here a minute ago.
Oh, I didn't see the Beehead. Oh, because I have something for him too. He's another
No, he
crybaby.
wasn't from Boone. It wasn't from Boone. Boone never said a word. She didn't mind. And but we've got Lala Farm here. I mean,
Hello,
it's
Lala
hard to
Farm.
say who's here. People pop in and pop out. But let's see here. She thought it was fun. Yeah, I figured you did. But let's learn a little bit about. We don't got a whole lot of people here, but I still want to learn about John. Where are you from, John?
Oh, where am I from? Okay,
Everybody knows that, but I wanted to start there.
I'll make it as quick as possible, simple as possible. I was born in the Azores, Portugal, of course. I came to the United States when I was 10 years old. I am now 44 years old, so I've been in this country 34 years, uh, perfectly legal and everything. Um, graduated
Lala
high
Farm said
school.
hello.
Who said hello?
Lala Farm said hello to you.
Hello, Alafan. Graduated high school back in, oh Lord, I don't even, no, my son was born in 1994. I graduated in 1994 from high school at 17 years old, and then I went on to doing painting, a contractor in painting, and that was working out. The money was good, really good, and then went all the way to 2003 when I was getting sick and tired of the painting contract. And in between, I was doing racing, which you touched about that before, Frank. I was doing some NASCAR racing for 10 years, which
Yeah.
that took a lot of my time. And it got to a point
Hold
where I
on just
didn't
one
feel,
second. Hold on, John. Did everybody hear that? He raced for NASCAR for 10 years. That is pretty darn awesome. You drove
yes,
trucks, didn't you, John?
the truck division, yes. It was a lot of fun, but eventually it got to a point, the danger in it wasn't worth it, and the money wasn't worth it. So I
Yeah.
decided to get out of that. So then I got the opportunity to, in 2003, my brother introduced me to the oyster business, and he said, "Would you like to work with me?" I said, I'm sick and tired of all of this. Yes, I'll try that. And here we are, 2020. I'm an oyster farmer. I'm a farmer, and that's it. And I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've got a fight going on here behind me.
They're so full of energy, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah, they are. They're definitely that. We've always got kids. Hey Shelly, how you doing? But said uh, Gail Southern Living said I sent John a sub. NASCAR fun. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, you drove the
It is
NASCAR
fun.
trucks,
The truck.
and you drove another series, didn't you?
Yes, Formula Fours.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And you were a driver on a team, right?
Yes.
So
Well, I was an owner at first in the Formula Fours, and I had two cars as an owner, and then I got the
hey,
opportunity to move up to the truck division, driving for Future Racing. So that was like the burden came off me big time, where it was
that
like I sold everything and went strictly just as a driver, not an owner, because being an owner in NASCAR, it's not fun,
you got to have a lot of money to own a car in NASCAR, don't you?
and you need a lot of sponsors.
You know, my dad was he built a lot of race cars, and he used to tell people he'd say you can make a small fortune in racing. You know what the key is to it? You got to start out with a large one.
That's right.
If you have a large fortune, you can make it into a small one in a hurry doing
And,
racing.
and Frank, if your dad was in NASCAR, which he was,
He
you
was in
know,
stock car before NASCAR. It was just
right,
called stock car racing.
your father was a cheater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I was a cheater too. Like they say, it's the great thing is if you want to race, you need to cheat. If you don't cheat, you ain't racing.
Well, that's like who was it? It was
Is it
Ned
Benny Blanco?
Jarrett. I think he said one of them was cheating one time, and it was on his son Dale. He said he's talking about Dale Earnhardt, and he was talking about no, it was Bill Elliott's team. Is who it was. That's right. It was Bill Elliott's. Um, the guy that was running Bill Elliott's cars. Who was that? Johnson.
Bill Elliott?
Yeah.
What year?
Oh, this was in like 80, 88. I mean, 89, 90.
Oh, that's way before me. No, I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, I remember he said that they were talking about somebody and they said they were cheating. And they said, how do you know? He said, because we're cheating and we're blowing, and he's blowing the doors off of us.
That's right.
And so he said, I know they're cheating because we're cheating and they're smoking us. So,
It was at in New Hampshire International Speedway. There was one race back in 2005 where we were going for points. And I mean, we were cheating. I can say this now because, I've been away from it for a long time. We were cheating like crazy. And it's like, the crew chief would say, stay out of the top 10, stay out of the top 10, get the points for the 11th position. Well, it just so happened that as we're coming to the checkered flag, the guy in number 10, which is Rick Stow, he spins out. And I'm thinking to myself, right, we only have like 300 feet to go. And I'm like, what do I do now? Because because I didn't want to get ticked. Because if you finish in the top 10, you get ticked. He spins out. I'm in 11th. Okay, we're going to finish 11th. No tick, no nothing. He spins out, and boom, I finish 10th. We get ticked. I get disqualified. And Google is messing with me again. So that's just a funny story is as they're telling me, you're not finishing the top 10, stay in 11th. And that happened, and
and get the
I,
points.
well, I didn't get
If
the
you're doing
points.
that, you
I
could
wanted, right, I wanted to get the points by staying in 11th. But he spun out in front of me, coming out of turn 4, and I ended up finishing 10th. And it's like, Okay, now I'm dead. I got 10. I got disqualified, 0 points. That's how
Oh
much
yeah,
it goes.
Fred Henry. Hey Fred, I bet you know there's Fred Henry on there. I
Hi,
bet you know
Fred.
a Dixie car. I put a lot of work in that Dixie car. I worked
Dixie,
on it a
yeah.
bunch with Michael Dudley's car from Dudley Tire. You remember Michael number 39? Yeah, I worked on his car a bunch to run up there. Fred will remember that, I think. It's Tony Dudley's kid. So Fred Henry is from my hometown. We know each other, sort of. We know up. We all know each other's family and stuff.
You've
But
mentioned him to me before.
oh, he's a great channel. If you ain't got him, you need to get him. He's good.
Yeah,
Fred builds the. He said, "Oh yeah, he remembers that."
yeah.
But yeah. Hey, everybody sub everybody too while we're on here. We got 10
Hello,
people on
Cindy's
here,
place. I just see Cindy's place.
but we're learning about John at Will It Grow, and whoever is have we got any mods on here? I thought we had some. Um, but if we got some, somebody post John's link up here, and everybody can just sub him direct, and or I can try to post
I
your
think
link. Can you post your link?
I can't post my link. I have no idea how to post my link. I think pretty much everybody knows who I am by now.
But I agree with you. I agree with you, Fred. Dan and Ernie Elliott were the best cheater at Dixie Speedway back in the day. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
Ernie
were.
Elliott. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was telling John the other day about Michael's car. Man, he blowed the heads on his car, and he had a drag car that he ran up at Southeastern Dragway, a '68 Camaro, and he had his uh, bomber class race car, which was not. No, it wasn't a bomber. It was a late model modified at that time. Yeah, it was his late model modified, and he blowed his heads on it. And he carried them over there to me. He said, man, um, 'cause he busted them, and they were aluminum heads. He wasn't even supposed to be running. No, it wasn't aluminum heads. The other one was aluminum heads. But he busted them heads. We didn't have any more heads to go on that small block Chevy, so he had a set of Keith Black aluminum, those big 202 valve heads. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
And 202, one like 68 exhaust. You couldn't fit your fingernail between the exhaust and the intake valve. And man, we put them full set of roller rockers and roller heads, roller cam, all in that car of his off that drag car, and run it up at Dixie. And he just blowed them all off the road, and then got called down and got caught. And
He got disqualified.
anyway, it was a whole mess. Um, you remember the engine they built that was in the F-150 that Hardy Ford owned? Yeah, I do. Because Mama worked for Hardy. She sold cars up there for a long time. Yeah, I do remember that. Uh, let's see here. But anyway, go ahead, John. Tell us about how did you get into growing? How did you go from NASCAR truck racer to, I mean, I know how you went to oyster farmer with your brother, but how did you get into growing and doing
I'm
like that? Because your
basically,
competition growing and stuff.
yeah, like my family originally spotted, 12 children. You
It
know,
was, Fred.
it was 12 children. Unfortunately, the circumstances no longer at that number, but I'm the only one out of 12 that really took an interest to what my father did to self-provide for us 12 children, which was farming. My father owned a whole bunch of crops back in the Azores, and as growing up, he would grow corn, potatoes, beans, watermelon, you name it. He would grow it. Fisherman, he would stay all night, you know, fishing all by himself to bring home fish. And he would grow onions and garlic and everything. And he would walk throughout the villages carrying, you know, a carriage with onions and everything to sell. and that's how we provided. And I'm the only child out of 12. There's there's six girls and six boys. I'm sorry, no, seven girls and five boys. And I'm the only one that actually always wanted and looked at my father like, that's pretty cool how you do that.
Yeah.
And I I respected that so much that he was a provider. and and what gets me is that my mother and father raising 12 children back in the age wars. Now the age wars, this is back in the early 80s and 70s. I was born in 76, and I'm the second to youngest. So we can go back to the 50s, where these two teenage, you know, are raising 12 children gradually with nothing, no cars. There was no cars to be heard of. What you had was a donkey, and if you didn't have a donkey, is you
I'm
did some
losing
kind of
you,
thing.
John. Is that coming from?
What's that?
Hey, I'm losing you a little bit, John. Um
Is it for
is
me?
there? Can everybody hear all of us? Or I'm afraid it might be. I don't know. Can you
Can
hear
you hear?
me?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good now. But I lost you for a minute or two there.
I was probably talking too fast, thinking I'm doing a ShedWars video and I'm blasting somebody.
Oh, okay.
No,
So you're
but anyway, I got in. I've always had a passion to grow my own food was through my father, and I have learned quite a lot. And what I have learned, I want to teach back out there. Is basically what it is.
yeah. That's pretty good. But a lot of people, that don't follow. A lot of people don't follow anything but the Shed Wars. I've noticed that we have certain people follow Shed Wars, certain people don't follow Shed Wars. But um, Linda Ogie said didn't hear it at all. That's
I apologize for that.
Yep. Uh, we learned it. I learned it growing in ag class too. I was a chapter farmer, and I learned a lot back then. But I don't know why, but I must have spent more time worried about going through the initiation and stuff than actually learning an ag class because I didn't know how to do anything when we went to go grow stuff. I really didn't know how to do anything. Now Tina did somewhat. She knew a little bit about it, but she's kept houseplants alive for years, but she's never grown any vegetables or anything like that.
I mean, learning is the trial and error. I mean, you can listen to my advice, you can listen to anybody's advice, and then you decide on yourself. That's why Shed Wars is great, is you take not just my idea or the way I do it, you take anybody else's idea, and you can come to your own conclusion and say, I'm going to try it the way John does it. See if that's successful. If that's not successful, then say, well, I'm going to try it the way this other person, showed it to me. That's what's fantastic about the growing community, Shed Wars, is to learn. And I'm not the captain of I know how to do it all. Trust me, I have failures. I do have failures. And when I
Yeah,
have that failure, I seek help as to, okay, who's going to teach me how to do this? Like the pumpkin, me and Ernie Hatmaker. I decided to make this challenge, not involved with Shed Wars, but just an example. Growing a watermelon. I
yeah,
have, I have tried for
yeah,
so long to grow a watermelon, and I could never do it successfully up here in Massachusetts. But once I took on that challenge with Ernie Hatmaker, my watermelon's out there and it's doing fantastic. It's because I specifically did my homework to make sure it would be successful. And it worked. I don't know it all. I just know what I know. And what I know, I try to pass on to you.
yeah. I appreciate it, man. I really do. I was going to address this comment real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one heck of an initiation, Fred. And that's funny that Todd's a preacher now too, and he drug you through a mud hole in his truck. And he's a pastor out at Mount Moriah Church now. Um, so anyway, that's hilarious. But but yeah, I didn't mean to not listen to you, John. I just had to address that comment. We went through FFA in high school, and it's Future Farmers of America. And Fred and me both went through the same initiation.
Nicho Lees is here. Hello, Nicho.
I told you what now?
No, Nicho. I'm looking at the count. Nicho Lees.
Oh, okay. But anyway, we it was bad, man. I can remember they used to. You had to do anything the um, upperclassmen told you to do. If they told you to do it, you had to do anything the chapter farmers or the other people that were in FFA when you were a green hand. You had to do what the rest of them told you to do. And man, I can remember. Uh, yeah, he's been forgiven. But I can remember going through that, and this how bad this was, John. This FFA initiation in school, and the teachers just let you do it. I can remember kids in my class that would, like Matt Hagler was one guy. He had me and two other boys, and he said we were his coon dogs, and we had to walk on our hands and knees until we ran into somebody else who had some coon dogs, and then we had to fight them in the hall to see who won. And this was while our clothes was on backwards, and we had a potato around our neck, and our hands painted green, and a big green hand thing on your chest. And I mean, we beat the fool out of each other right there in the hall with the teachers just watching, laughing about it, you know. But it was they called it a dog fight, and they did all kind of stuff like that. I mean, it was a lot of fun. And ShedWars kind of reminds me a little bit of it because you know everybody's giving each other a hard time, and it's all joking. You know, it's fun. But what is ShedWars? You wanna address that, John, or do you want me to? Gail asked Gail something.
I did see who made that comment. It was
Gail Southern Living.
Gail Southern Living. ShedWars is a collaboration between a whole bunch of people. You know, there's 4 different teams, but in essence, it's a whole bunch of friends that are, you know, having fun growing a garden and teaching each other how to grow food, their own food. It's tips and tricks, and then there's some fun involved in it, and you know, it's a lot of fun. You know, especially myself, I love to do shout outs and nitpick at people, you know, like Boomchild. Like, if you were in ShedWars, I would blast you all over the place and you would absolutely love it. That's what ShedWars, right, Frank? That's what ShedWars is about.
Yeah, it is, and it's a competition between 4 teams. We've got Team Peacemaker, Team Over the Pond. That's mostly the people in Europe. Some of them from over here. Team Will It Grow, and hey, Craze family. Hey, doing redneck things with Tony Leanne. Hey, Leanne.
Well, hello.
But anyway,
you made it just in time, Amy, because I'm about to get to you.
Yeah, she don't like roasting people. Is what she said.
She doesn't like what? Well, Amy.
But then she did the best. That was a good roast too.
I saw that.
Of the woodcutter. Did you see that? She made the little hot dog man, and she roasted him. And that was
Amy, Chris Family Homestead. I was going to do it on video, but since I'm online,
see you, little farm.
I'm going to give you a simple tutorial on how to roast someone. That's coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that.
You finishing up your shift at Atlanta Hartsfield.
Hello, Go Mama. Highland Homestead. Go Mama is here. Man, those pumpkins. Did you see the weigh-in on those pumpkins this morning?
No, what was her weigh-in? I hadn't seen it yet.
It was over 1,000 pounds in pumpkins.
I knew it would be. I told her it would be. I told her, I said, I bet you got 1,000 to 2,000 pounds of pumpkin.
Yeah, those things. And she almost gave her husband a heart attack picking those things up. She has
I
no mercy.
believe it.
And that's what I like. I like is a man of war that has no mercy, and she put her husband to work. Ava, Pocahontas,
Oh, he's a worker though. Big Daddy's a worker. He gets it done, son. You know, he was a
I,
Navy SEAL.
I believe it.
Yeah, he was. He. Well, I guess he still is a Navy SEAL. I mean, I don't think you ever stop being a Navy SEAL.
You know,
But and that's Fred Henry was in the Navy, um, and Tony was doing red things with Tony Larson. He was in the Navy, and Boone was in the Navy. And
Boom,
I don't
yeah.
know if all y'all knew that, but Eva's
Bobby Sapp
husband,
was in the
Big
service.
Daddy, he's a Navy SEAL,
Yeah,
and that's well, Lala Farms in the Navy too.
yeah.
Jules Gardens was in the Navy, so there's a
Bobby
lot.
Sapp
Fred
and
Henry was in the Navy.
Sniping Rhino Ranch. All these, a lot of great service people, fantastic people, awesome.
Yeah, there are. But anyway, going back to the original question, it says, "Don't tell anyone." Yeah, I done did. I done let the cat out of the bag. I done told everybody. But once a frog man, always a frog man. That's right. That's like I liked what Jesse Ventura had to say about that. A lot of people like him, a lot of people don't, but I like him. But they told him that he couldn't run for governor. That there was no way he could run for governor being a wrestler. And he said, "Tell a frog man he can't do something. He's going to do it if you tell him he can't." And he said, so that's why he went, because he was a Navy SEAL. And but anyway, that was pretty tough. But anyway, yeah, the whole thing, back to your question at hand about what is ShedWars. We've got 4 teams: Team Over the Pond, Team Peacemaker, Team Will It Grow. That's John's team. John that's here right here, and then the Team Woodcutter, which is the Arkansas Woodcutters team, and they're all everybody's on different teams, and those are the teams that are in it, and we're all competing over a bunch of seeds for next year. But for the main thing we're doing, we're trying to teach people how to grow that don't know how to grow, and because there's a very good chance. How you stop a steal, Fred? But there's a very good chance that we're going to have a shortage of food, a nationwide food shortage. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't know the future, but I know there's a good chance of having a nationwide food shortage. And if you're not prepared to know how to grow your food, you might be caught out in the rain. So all of these channels, almost 100 channels, are wanting to either teach or learn, or it don't matter which one you do, if you're teaching or you're learning, but you're getting in on that, a collaborative to teach the world how to grow, and not only America how to grow, but everywhere, how to grow everything. And I've learned so much. The things that I've learned about eating wild edibles, I've learned from Homestead Aquarius and wild edibles, or you can't get that stuff. I'll have that stuff the rest of my life, and it could save my life one day. But hey, micro farmer, hey there. Well, but anyway, that's what it is, Neil. And if you'd like to watch it, it's going to end October 31st, and we're going to be picking a winner.
Yep.
So anyway, go ahead, John. What else do we need to know about John?
I don't know. Ask me a question. What do they want to know? What else they want to know about John? They know.
Well, aren't you a ladies' man? All the ladies love John.
Yeah.
They love your accent, don't
they? They do. They do. And there's quite a few ladies in here. I can start with Miss Woodcutter. She melts over me. She loves my accent, and that's understandable. Boomchild absolutely loves me. She always comes by to see me. Patriot Farm loves me. I am gathering all of these women.
Even Tina loves you, don't she?
Tina, yes, including your wife. That's right, friend. Even Tina loves me.
Yeah.
So it's I'm gaining a lot. from ShedWars, not just growing vegetables and support and teaching. I'm gaining a lot of female friends, which with me is two thumbs up. And who? Oh, and oh,
What?
speaking of females, while we're on the subject, uh, actually, I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to save it for another 5 minutes.
You gonna do what?
I'm gonna save what I was about to say for another 5 minutes so I can get it right. I'm gonna
Okay.
teach I'm gonna
Well,
teach Grace Family Homestead how to do a roast, but I need to be prepared for that. Where's John from? Lynn the Okie. John is from the
hey, man, I
Azores.
lost you there for a minute.
Well, Frank, I'm on it. You can be
I may have
lost.
been the only one, but I did.
Frank, I'm taking over your
Glad you're
life.
breathing
So,
better there, Uncle Al. So we love you, John, Captain. Oh, my captain. That's good, Ava. He is the captain. I'll tell you what. Now, John is if you. I've said this a bunch of times. If you want to pick a fight with somebody, John is the person to pick a fight with because he's not going to back off.
no,
He's not going to back off of you. He'll fight with you. He'll argue with the best of them.
I definitely will. All right, so can I teach Amy how to do a roast right now? Amy, are you ready? Do you want to learn how to roast someone, or especially the woodchuck? I will give you, so for all of you that are watching, right, I will give you a Shed Wars tutorial how to roast someone, okay? This is how you do it. Amy, Grace Family Homestead, this is especially for you,
Thank
okay?
you there, Al.
It's very easy. If you want to roast the Arkansas woodcutter, right? You go
Yeah,
to his you go to
we
his
need more
channel.
people doing that too.
Yes, you go to his channel, you click on one of his Shed Wars videos, not his regular video, his Shed War video. You watch the whole thing through, and you come back to your channel and you make a video, repeat everything he just said on his video, and automatically you will sound like an idiot.
Lynn,
That's how you roast him.
Lynn the Okie John is from the Azores in Portugal. He's from Portugal. He was born and raised till 10 years old in Portugal. Now, tell me, is this not the beautiful story of America? He was born and raised in Portugal till 10 years old, and came here to become a NASCAR truck driver. And
And I
I mean,
yep.
that's pretty darn awesome. I
And
got to
now
say
I
that
and now
says a
I
lot for
run a good
you, but it
car.
says a lot for America too.
America is two thumbs up.
Hey, man, I want you to check that plane, Fred. You have a great day. Fred's an airline mechanic at Delta, so he's got important stuff he's got to do.
Oh, he's a smart
But
man.
and I think you know what, Yo Go Mama, I was going to tell you every time I see a train come by, Norfolk Southern train, I think, man, is that Big Daddy on that train? And we say that, me and Tina do. Is he on that train there? Is that one of his? So it's kind of neat. But but yeah, it's good to see you, Fred. Fred's a good friend.
Bye, Fred. You have a wonderful day.
But yeah, you need to sub him or him sub you one if y'all ain't got one another, because he's got a good channel.
Oh no,
I think you remember him, don't you?
I think I might have him, but I will definitely check it out
Man,
after.
he builds these models, and man, just like Ed's attention to detail, he builds these models, and they look real.
Yeah.
They're just amazing. But I tell you who we got to get in ShedWars next year. Who are you thinking of for a team next year, John? Are you going to hand pick them, or what are you going to do?
I think they're going to do. I think it's something kind of a draft where to make it more fair. Like I mean, this year it was like it came out of nowhere. It was this redneck.
Yeah, we didn't even really know there was a game
Yeah,
this year. It was
yeah. It was just this big
kind of an argument that turned
loudmouth
into this.
red. Yeah, yeah. But no, the rules need to be more specific. Needs to be some kind of draft where it's a lot of people might say that I'm crying and moaning. No, I'm not crying and moaning. It's when you have 19 people growing vegetables against three. Three.
Yeah,
Well, actually four. I got
I mean,
four
I
people
could say that.
on my team, while the woodchuck has
Yeah.
19, 20 people. How fair is that? I mean, it's not fair. So I decided to break the rules. I added Colette Fry,
Well,
not
you got
because
more than four
Colette.
people on your team.
Uh, I don't want to get into that, but I
Hey,
have
Lori.
four, I have four people on my team. I added Colette Fry
You got more than
because
four.
name me more than four. Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead. Now
Well,
you
you've
want to
got
start you want to
Highland
start fighting.
Homestead on.
You want to start fighting with me? Go ahead. You start naming them, and I'll start putting them in my hands. Go ahead, Frank.
Okay,
Ready?
you've
Start.
got you one, Highland Homestead, getting it done north of 7, Homestead Aquarius. Home. He's not with you. No,
I
he
kicked
started
them
his
out.
own team, didn't he?
I kicked them out of ShedWars. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Keep going.
So
Keep going.
okay, well, you don't have Homestead Aquarius, but you've got. Let's see here.
There's like two more. Go ahead.
Um, you got more than that.
Go ahead.
Um, no, they're on his time. They're not on your team. Um, all right, who else on your team? You tell me.
I stopped at three.
Yeah, I know. I know we got Colette Fry, and I know we got Chicken Johnny. But there was more of the original ones.
Chicken. Yeah. And what we got the bull.
The bull. That's the one I was trying to think of.
The bull.
The bull's
Yeah.
on your team, and then you got somebody else is on your team. Wild Edibles was on your team, but she's on over the pond now, isn't she?
Yeah. No. Wild Edibles is always over the pond.
Oh, okay. I thought she was on your team.
No, she didn't want to do anything with me.
So Micro Farmer, he's on Woodcutter's team, right?
Oh, sorry, Michael Farmer. Yes, Michael Farmer.
Micro Farmer's on your team.
Yes, he is. My neighbor, Michael Farmer. Yes.
And there's somebody else. So there's
somebody else like who? Like and I'm not saying this.
Blooms and Bees, Tin Can Gardener.
Tin Can Gardener, Blooms. Well, Tin Can Gardener participated. He put awesome weight up. He did the best that he could with the growing environments that he did. Blooms and Bees, he joined. Okay.
Oh no.
Ozark Pathfinder. You're in trouble.
Yeah, I just see the boss is spying on me. Crap. Hey, Tina.
All right. Before I get in trouble, let's stop this. Me pointing out this stuff. We know who participated, and we know who joined and who participated. We know that. But the woodchucks are going to win because they have all of these members, and I have 5, maybe 6.
Yeah.
But the ones I do have,
you don't have a bunch,
are awesome. The ones I do have are awesome, fantastic. Where's Colette? Is she there?
I know you're waiting, and I know it's been over an hour. It ain't been much over an hour though. It hasn't been an hour yet. It's not even an hour yet, Tina.
What is she waiting for?
Huh?
What's Colette waiting for?
She's cracking that whip on me, telling me to go to work. She's got a busted sink and she's got a doghouse that's leaking, and she's wanting me to fix all of it. And I've got two swelled up feet, and a busted arm, but she's still gonna make me work.
Uh, Frank, you better
Oh
listen to
Lord
the
God,
boss.
there she is. She just looked at me and she scared me out of my skin. What are you doing here? You fix the doghouse yourself? Why
Oh,
don't you
you're
come
in
over here
real
and get on the
trouble
light?
now.
Oh Lord, she's looking at me awful mean. 1 hour, I said. It's not quite an hour yet. It's just now been an hour.
Why don't you tell her to come say hello to me? She loves
Why
me.
don't you come say hello to everybody? Everybody's saying, why don't you come say hello? She said, hey on the phone. You want to know who runs my house? This is who runs my house. This is
Yeah.
the boss right here. I'm scared. Scared, say scared. I'll go ahead and say it. Scared.
I want to see your pretty face.
Tell you, John said he wants to see your pretty face. She's frowning right now, John. No tickle, tickle.
No tickle,
She
tickle.
said no tickle, tickle. She wants to go to Walmart.
Walmart. Do you guys live in Walmart or something?
Yes, we live in Walmart. That's her call. That's,
Oh, Lord.
how'd you fix it if you didn't put the tarp on it? Oh. Oh, well, come here and say hey for a minute before we get off it. She ain't coming over. She don't got makeup on. So, see, she walks around here all the time with me by myself without makeup on, but she don't let nobody else see her without makeup on.
Yeah, see, there's an interesting thing here. Before we go, Michael Farmer. This is the same thing that happened with Highland Homestead. Is apparently, and this has been happening. Now I'm reading the comments.
Thank you, Boone.
Mark told me that he gave me as a present Highland Homestead. He offered her to me, to my team. Because remember,
Oh,
when yes, he did.
I bet she don't like that.
No,
I
no,
don't think she,
I love Gogo Mama, and she is more than
yeah,
I
but I
thank.
don't think Go-Go Mama's anybody's that can be given away. I think Go-Go Mama go where Go-Go Mama want to go.
No,
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 no, no, no.
she was a present to me, according to Mark, and she was a present to me. And according to Michael Farmer that I'm reading right here, I got put over there by Woodcutter because I didn't know how they would cause Woodcutter called out the teams. I was no thrown in, so I stopped waiting for the next season. So a lot of these team players were offered to me
See you
by
later, Chris
Mark.
family.
Yeah, a lot of these players that I have, these teammates, they didn't come to me because they liked me. Because when I started ShedWars, my channel was like 120 something. Nobody knew who I was. So Mark shoved all of these people on me, which is fine. They're fantastic people, and I'm glad they came to me. And then there's more going on. Is that apparently from Roland getting it done north of 7, he's been trying, people have tried to steal him from Team Will It Grow to go over to their channel.
Well, I know this. I know this that
And I also know, yeah, go ahead, Frank. Instead of me saying it, why don't you say it? You know exactly what I'm
yeah,
talking
they
about.
asked Tina to go to the other team too.
That's right. So there you go. The Woodchucks are trying to, not only they have 20 members, but Mark, that Woodchuck, is trying to steal whatever 5, 6, 7 members I have. They're trying to steal them from my team, including
Have
Tina.
you
So
tried to steal any from? You hadn't tried to steal any from his team.
where is there any that I ever say to anyone? I might have said you should have been a part of
I
my
just
team.
asked. I
Well,
just
Frank,
asked.
Frank, you need to start asking the questions a little bit more clearly before you tick me off.
I'm sorry, John.
I'm joking with you, Frank.
I'm
I'm
not
joking.
scared of you, John. I love you, brother. I am not afraid of you. I'm afraid of something else.
Hey, Frank, I would not
Uh,
mess with you because I'd hate for your wife to beat me down, not you.
That's right.
yeah.
Yes,
Quit,
go
quit,
ahead.
quit. She's tearing the whole thing up. Stop it.
Hello,
You
hello,
done got
Tina.
it set lopsided.
Come on, we gotta go to Walmart. Go get a cart.
Did did anybody ask you to leave John's team?
Only Mark.
Okay. She said Mark did ask her to leave
Yeah,
John's
see,
team.
there you go. So you guys don't think that I'm just blabbing out of my mouth. Not only was he had the advantage on team players, but he offered me like a gift. Here you go, John. Here's Highland Homestead. Here's this person for you. I feel bad for you. And then once we start succeeding and the pressure comes on, mid-season of Shed Wars, the woodchuck starts to steal and try to steal my team members.
Quit, 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 quit.
All right, I've had a good rant before I have a heart attack over here.
Well, Tina is sabotaging the whole thing. So let me just talk for a minute and get
Say
off here.
goodbye.
I'm not gonna
Say bye
say
to your
goodbye.
friends.
This isn't fair.
They have to go.
She takes away all my Star Wars toys. I'm gonna go ahead and tell on you. She calls me Frank. She calls me Gigantor. She says lots
Michael
of things
Farmer,
bad about
that's
me all the
true.
time.
Thank you so much. And
She does. Look at
Michael
her.
Farmer, you're welcome to be back on
This
my
is
team
fair.
anytime.
Say bye to your friends.
Bring it back.
So now
Say
you
bye
guys
to
get
your
to
friends.
see what
We
is
gotta
happening
go.
in
You
Shed
said an
Wars.
hour. I stayed in the
Zombie,
house.
my team, Team Will It Grow, is being sabotaged by that woodchuck.
Say bye.
Yeah, that's Tina. Tina is doing messing up your show,
That ain't
and it's
show.
because she's
My
on
show.
payroll from the woodchuck.
No, it ain't. I wouldn't be on Woodchuck's team for it.
Oh, now quit being
Not if he
ugly.
paid me.
She don't want to be on Woodchuck's team.
Never.
Why?
No,
Because Woodchuck won't fight with you.
she's a Portuguese man at war forever.
That's right.
And next year, as a matter
I
of
like
fact,
him.
next year, I'm going to take Mark's
Like him.
wife,
No, I don't.
Jessica. I'm going to take Jessica, and she's going to come on my team. I am going to take Patriot Farm to my team. I am going to take Boot Child to my team. All the ladies love me. I already have
Yes.
Tina. I'm
Yes.
going to be like one of those Abdu from the Northeast. I have 7, 8, 10, 15 wives. I'm going to have them all.
Well, I am gonna have to get off here before she gets me in
I
more
gotta have a
trouble,
talk.
John. And I'm sorry about that. I wish it wasn't like this, but
You gotta have
You
real
know.
life stuff.
she's making me have real life stuff. So
Frank, Tina,
you know how it
have a
goes.
wonderful
Happy
day.
wife, happy life.
All right. To all of you guys, thank you
Yeah,
so
we
much
want
for
y'all to
coming
get in next year. All of you. Lori, we want you to get in. Hey, Tony and Leanne, we want y'all to get in. Whoever gets Tony Leanne gets Lori. That's two great channels.
Y'all need
Man,
Well,
to join Team
if
Will It
this-
Grow.
if there's a woman
yeah, she says
involved,
y'all need to
I'll
join
take
Team
Tony
Will It
and
Grow.
Leanne. Yep.
You're sabotaging Will It Grow on his thing.
I'm getting people. They like me. Everybody likes me.
Not if you go and destroy lives like Godzilla.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's destroying lives is your beard.
Yeah, I know. I can't shave. You
Dear
know,
God, let me
I
shave
can't
you.
shave because it just don't work out. I have to have two hands to shave, and I can't. I
I
can't
can
do it.
shave with one hand. What's wrong
I ain't
with
letting you shave me.
I can shave me with one hand. Why can't
Yeah,
you?
but you're not. You're not shaving me.
Frank, I can shave with 2 fingers, and I have a bigger beard than you.
Yeah, but you don't have like 7 inches of fat on your skin.
Oh, you
You
better
have
move
to
that.
hold
You
it
better
down
move
like
it out
this
of the
with
way.
one hand and shave it. If
I
not,
always wondered how overweight people shave. Like they have to move
Yeah.
like all these wrinkles.
you have to hold it down like this and then pull the razor across.
Oh, that's a pain in the butt.
It is a
That's a
pain in the
video
butt.
all in itself.
It's a video on itself. That's like TMI stuff. There's
You know what?
Aquarius.
Yeah,
Say goodbye.
hey, Robert made it. Hello, Robert.
Well, I hate it, Homestead Aquarius. We got to go, and because Tina has pulled the plug. I mean, literally, I don't know if y'all seen when the
No, they didn't.
camera starts shaking, but I've got an extension cord out here. I had the laptop plugged
You
into,
don't no more.
and I don't have it anymore.
I take it
She
away.
took it. She pulled it away. So anyway, she's
We gotta go to Walmart.
pulled
I
the
gotta have a
drain
talk.
on this, John, and I'm sorry for that.
I gotta have a
No,
talk.
that's okay. Hey, Frank, Tina, thank you so much for having me on. everybody, thank you so much for listening, and let's keep growing. And the message that I just sent you today is happening, and Team Will Grow will win.
Yeah.
And if you don't win, we will be back stronger than ever next year. I promise
Yeah.
We will be, and we're going to. If Mark will get on here, I'm hoping he will. Next Saturday, we're going to put a focus on Mark,
Mark
and
won't have. Mark doesn't have the tomatoes like I do. He will not.
he don't have the tomatoes.
No.
But we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that for Mark, and hopefully Rob will get on, and Davey will get on, and we can talk to them about what they thought about
And
ShedWars.
you don't have to wait until next week. Why don't you try them later on tonight?
I might do it. I might try it later
Yeah.
on tonight.
Why not do it two live? Try them on
This
tonight.
is the problem with us scheduling a live. This is the problem with us. We're like real. Everything does what she wants to do. Just the way it works. Everything in our life works around what Tina wants to happen.
Well, take it to Walmart now, get it over with, and once you're satisfied and stuffed in Walmart, then it's all on you.
Yeah,
If he would get anything done around here, he would have free time to play.
yeah, that's what it is. I don't do my chores,
Well,
so I don't get my free time.
Well, Tina,
Yeah.
you know, I don't really like Frank too much. I love you, but I don't really care too much about Frank. But for God's sake, the man has a half-broken hand. Give him a break.
I know he does. And I'm not asking him to do anything except ride in the car.
You're asking me to fix the sink, and
I fixed the dog's house. I got up on the ladder and fixed that. I'm going to buy a tarp. I'm going to put that one on.
Give the great man a hand job. You know, he could use
I don't know what he
it.
He said,
what'd you say there, John?
I said she could lend you a hand because you could use an extra hand.
She could, but
I'm the one doing all the work. I just need moral support. Frank does not work, y'all. I'm telling you, I do all the work around here.
I don't work very much.
Anything that gets done, that's because I do it.
I don't get a whole lot done.
No, he doesn't. Trust me.
I eat a lot of little Debbie cakes.
That's what he does.
I watch a lot of cartoons.
That's what he does.
I play on YouTube.
And Tina does everything else. All the work.
She has, Boone. She's the boss.
Yeah, hey, Boone.
Yeah, she's really sweet sometimes.
I'm always sweet, Boone. Don't leave my tea.
But she didn't want to do a live, so
It's Saturday. We have a lot of things to take care of.
Yeah, you must get to Walmart immediately before everything runs out of Walmart. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you,
Yeah, and we haven't done that.
we haven't done that.
And I need a tarp.
You need to start.
You need what?
She's the boss. I'm just telling you. I'm just
I know
telling
she's
you.
the boss. I figured that out a long time ago. She is the boss.
Oh, it's busted pretty good there. Geo Bushcraft, how you doing?
We're going to get off like this.
Yeah, hey, I'm just saying, hey.
I know, but if you say hey to one, you go ahead and say hey to 100, and then we're never going to go to Walmart and get a tarp.
I know.
I need a tarp.
Well, we tried to call the plumber to get him to work on the sink, but it's going to be like $600 for the weekend
Quit showing
to get him
yourself.
to do it. And I'm not going to pay a plumber $600. I'm just going to go ahead and fix it.
It's not
I
big
paid
deal.
I paid a plumber $500 to just hook up my faucet to my new sink when I did
God.
the renovation.
Yeah. No, I can do
and,
it.
You know, and Frank, to be honest with you, he was charging me $110 an hour.
God.
And the plumber that I called, Frank, he was about your size.
Yeah.
Now, if he was my size, he would have done the job in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But because he was your size, it took him 6 hours.
Yeah.
The man could not fit his head underneath the stupid counter to look at anything.
Well, let me tell you a story, and this
I'm
is
sorry, Frank, but this is the truth.
This is the truth.
I got the biggest plumber on the face of this planet to come and squeeze in between a 4x4 box.
I'm an electrician, and I can get into holes that you couldn't get into.
Yeah.
Under a house.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've seen people your size think they can't get into a hole, and I can get into it.
Frank can squeeze
Or they
into it.
think, like
Under a
I'll get
house.
up on a 40-foot ladder and stand on the top step on one leg
Well,
at 450.
And then you fall off and you break your
Yeah.
And I fall off. But I was at this one house, man. It was in the middle of the night, and the crawl space hole was about, I don't know, I don't see, you see my hand. It was about 2 foot high, and it was about this high off of the about 2 foot off of the carport floor. And when you went down into the crawl space, it dropped off like 7 foot. And there was about 4 foot, quit, Tina.
Oh,
Lean her head forward. Look weird. But anyway, there was about 4 foot of water in the bottom of that crawl space.
I'm getting mad.
So I went through that hole head first, fell into the water, completely submerged, got up, went and did the job, had the power off, so I fixed it. Got out of the crawl space. There was a plumbing leak under there too. I fixed the plumbing leak while I was under there. Crawled out. I'm soaking wet. I had to raise up like this to crawl out because it was like 7 foot deep, and I had to jump out of the hole to get out. So when I got out, I started shimmying like this, and the hole was real tight. And when I come up, I didn't have no pants on, no underwear, no nothing. It stripped it around all the way to my ankles. And here I was out on that guy's carport with him looking at me, and I said, turn the other way. Looked at when I pulled my pants up. But that seriously happened. And I charged him. Do you know what I charge an hour? And I do it slow. $2.75.
Huh?
Yeah, I charge $2.75 an hour. Sure do. That's what we charge an hour. But we don't do very many things for an hour. We usually do it by the job, and I can, usually get, I mean, we'll come out to your house, we hang a ceiling fan, it's $100.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can do it in 10 minutes. So we're out there 10 minutes, we're done, we're gone, we got $100. But if you figure up how much it costs for the workman's comp and the general liability, it eats every dime of it. I mean, I'm clearing, if I just work by myself, I clear about $30 an hour, 35, maybe 40.
You got to go up higher than that.
Yeah, so, and that's at $2.75 an hour. So it's ridiculous. But
All right.
yeah, we are real people.
I think everybody is ready to go on about their day.
Yeah, that's what I got to do. If I go on, this is the thing though, Leanne or Tony, I was Leanne a minute ago, but if I go on live in the car, I can't get John on here. That's the only problem. I can't get people on.
I think they've seen me enough already anyway.
We may go on live in the car in a little bit if later on. It just depends on her. We may do it. And there's Cat without the hat.
Hello, Cat without the hat. Try to see if maybe you can get that woodchuck.
Yep.
To come on live.
Paying for years of experience. Oh, I'm sorry, Spitfire Red. Hey, Wendy, thank you so much for that email. I appreciate that. That meant so much to me.
Spitfire Red, hello, man. Hello, man. Love you.
Only thing is, Wendy, I'm serious. Tina is about to seriously skin me if I don't go. So I do have to go.
Okay,
but
I gotta go as well.
Cat without the hat. You want to start it up on your channel? Move it to your channel.
I'll go watch it. Who wants to start it?
Yeah, everybody move on over to John's channel. He's going to start a live over there.
Oh, no. I got stuff to do. I'm not going to.
You got stuff to do. See, you got to do stuff too.
No, I got stuff to do.
This is your first warning.
Oh, this is my first warning?
Yeah, this is your first warning.
I love how people in their videos are now starting to point
tickle.
Tickle. Yeah,
tickle.
Hey, did you see how I did tickle to Wilson on Homestead Aquarius? I kicked the crap out of that tickle.
Yeah, I seen you kick it. That was funny. But anyway,
I feel bad for Robert.
Anyway, I love all y'all guys. Thank all y'all for watching. Thank you, John, for coming on. And we'll be doing it either later on this weekend, or I've got to talk to Mark. I got to find out when he can do it. But we're going to bring Mark on for an hour. We're going to hopefully bring Rob on for an hour and bring Davey on for an hour. But we're not going to be doing a weekly update because, and I'll tell you why, the views on it have been dropping off a lot. So we're going to do this for the weekly update this week. And next week, we're going to do a live again. The next week, we're going to do a year in review weekly update. And it should be really good. So anyway, love all y'all guys. I'll let you know in just a minute, Boone. Thank you so much for sending me all that stuff. We're doing, everybody's doing real good, Wendy. We all are doing real good. He said he was not laughing. Who was not? Huh. I seen that. I didn't know what.
Thank you, Michael Farmer, for coming by. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. It was a pleasure.
Yeah, thank y'all all, man. We love all you guys. And thank you, John. Thank you for coming by here. I sure do appreciate it. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great evening. And we'll try to go on live a little later on today. Wilson was not laughing. That's who wasn't laughing. Wilson didn't like you kicking him, John. He didn't like it at all.
Well, Robert, next time you should listen to me, and Wilson will not get the punishment. All right, guys, I got to get going. Thank you.
Oh, when are we going to announce the winner? We're announcing the winner of the woodcutter roast, Jan, on the 31st of October. That's when we're going to do it. We just got a new entry this past week. Craze Family Homestead put in a new entry on it, and hopefully we're going to get 2 or 3 more before it's over with. So anybody who wants to roast the Arkansas woodcutter, get your video in on it. It's $100 on the line. I think we got 6 or 7 videos right now. So there's a good chance that you're going to win.
I got to grow my beard a little bit more, like bushy.
And I'm going to get, I got to talk to her about it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get Ernie Hatmaker to pick them. So I've got to talk to her. We're going to go meet her next Saturday, and I'm going to see if her and Ed's attention to detail will pick the winner. And whoever they pick, they say this is the best video, y'all are getting sent $100. So that's how that's going to work.
Everybody's scared to roast the woodchuck. I'm the only one that's not scared. Like Amy Poland, she's like, I don't know how to roast. Well, Amy already told you. Watch one of the ShedWars videos, repeat whatever he says, and you'll sound like an idiot. You'll sound just like him. That's how you roast the woodchuck. It's simple.
Well, why don't you roast the woodchuck and get a roast the woodchuck video?
Because don't worry, I'm not. When the time comes, don't worry. You never know. Yeah.
Hey, did you see how Amy did it on Crazy Family? She said she wasn't good at roasting, but she built a fire and made a hot dog man and roasted that over the fire. Yeah, and she said that was Arkansas woodcutter, and she roasted him. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool video. Yeah, that was original.
She's going to be on my team.
But
I know she wants to.
She's going to be on your. That was pretty good. But so she's going to be on your team next year.
She wants to be. I'm going to recruit all the ShedWars women next year to my team.
You did good, Wendy. Everybody's going to be on your team next year. All the women's going to be on John's team next year.
Even Spitfire Red. She is a great.
Is that what you're saying, John?
Woman. Spitfire Red is a great, fantastic woman. I love
Wendy. Wendy's awesome. Wendy, what do you think about that? Are you going to be on John's team? Wendy will light you up in about 5 seconds. she don't care. That would be your match, Wendy. Wendy's the sweetest human on earth. But I guarantee you, I know Wendy's. I know Wendy. I think I know Wendy. I don't really know her really well, but I think I know her. I think she would I think she would give it to you just as hard as you give it to her.
There's nobody I can't handle. Trust me. You give it to me. You want a shout out? Bring it. Just bring it, and you'll get it.
You hear that? Thank you. When I walk, and I am going to run ShedWars. I love it, Wendy. I believe it. I believe it too. I 100% believe that. Talking junk with spunk, roasting and getting roasted, fun and funny. Yep, cat without hat it in. Yeah, Amy did a good job. Eva, she sure did. Good afternoon, Walsh Farms. Hey man, I hate to go, but I got to get off the phone. I've been having to do this for an hour, and everybody's already getting off because they know I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah,
but I love all y'all. Thank you, John. I got to get off here, or I'm gonna get dead.
Oh, I know.
I'm afraid of the boss.
I know you are, guys. I'm not.
We got to go grow some PVC, Tony Walsh.
You want to talk junk? Bring it.
I am.
Have a wonderful night. Frank,
I'm not afraid of men. I'm afraid of Tina.
Yeah, me too. I'm afraid.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't afraid of you. Guys, stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend and be safe. Bye, Frank. Thank you for having me.
Y'all have a great evening. Thanks, John. Love everybody. And we're going off if it'll go off. It ain't off yet. There it is. Bye. Or at least I thought it was. Maybe it ain't off yet.